Welcome to our lesson about using equations. I'm going to begin by creating a sketch on the top plane. Now let me drop in a rectangle. And I'll smart dimension it. And let's apply some dimensions. Now instead of entering a numeric value, I'm going to type here the equal sign. Here's a drop-down menu. This is where I can select a function or some file property. Another option we've got is to create a global variable. Let me type the variable name. I'll call it main_dim for main dimension. Now let's press enter, or you can click on this icon. When I hover over it, tip tells me this is how we create a global variable. And this icon indicates that we're dealing with a global variable. Let's accept. And let's apply dimensions to this line. Again, enter an equal sign. Here's the variable we created a few seconds ago. Variables are basically entities that store values. Let's click Accept and Escape to exit the tool. Now let's try to change the first dimension. I'll enter a value of 60. Click Apply. As you see, the second dimension changed as well. When I change the second dimension, the first updates also. And let's create a circle now. Drop it about here, center line. And let's select the center line and then apply a vertical relation. Now smart dimension. This time I'm going to create an equation. Let's start with the equal sign. Global variable. And let's divide it by 3. Accept. Lastly, let's dimension the circle. Equal sign, global variable, and let's divide it by 2. And click Accept. Exit our sketch. Now let's activate the extruded boss base command. Accept the default value and click OK. Now I'm going to right-click on Annotations and let's select Show Feature Dimensions. Let's double-click on our extrude. Let's insert the equal symbol first. And from the drop-down menu, let's select Main Dimension and Accept. Let's rebuild now and zoom to fit. Next, I'm going to insert a design table. Let's go to Insert, scroll down to Tables, and select Design Table. Auto Create is just fine. Let's click OK. I'm going to skip the Add Dimension step. In the column B heading, I'm going to type a formula. So $value at main_dim. Here's our global variable at equations. Let's enter some values in the cells below. Let's say 70, 60 here, and 50 here. And let's click outside to register. SOLIDWORKS confirms that our table has created 3 configurations. Let's test them out. 70 and 60. As you see, all the dimensions have changed. Here's the 50 millimeters. Now let's edit the equation directly. Let's go to Tools, Equations. Here's our global variable. And here's our equation. Let's change this value from 3 to 2. And the value in the Evaluates To column reflects our changes. Let's click OK. And our hole moves to the middle of this face. This concludes our lesson about using equations.